ॐ सदाशिवसमारम्भाम् शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतः स्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैः गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः यस्यान्तन्न विदुःसुरासुरगणाः देवाय तस्मै नमः। देवाय तस्मै नमः। Okay, from 29 onwards. प्रकृत्यैव च कर्माणि
प्रकृत्यैव च कर्माणि
क्रियमाणानि सर्वशः
क्रियमाणानि सर्वशः
यः पश्यति तथात्मानम्
यः पश्यति तदात्मानम्
अकर्तारं स पश्यति
अकर्तारं स पश्यति
यदा भूतपृथग्भावम्
यथा भूतपृथग्भावम्
एकस्थमनुपश्यति
एकस्तमनुपश्यति
तत एव च विस्तारम्
तत एव च विस्तारम्
ब्रह्म सम्पद्यते तदा
ब्रह्म सम्पद्यते तदा
अनादित्वान् निर्गुणत्वात्
अनादित्वात् निर्गुणत्वात्
परमात्मायमव्ययः
परमात्मायमव्ययः
शरीरस्थोऽपि कौन्तेय
शरीरस्थोऽपि कौन्तेय
न करोति न लिप्यते
न करोति न लिप्यते
यथा सर्वगतं सौक्ष्म्यात्
तथा सर्वगतं सौक्ष्म्यात्
आकाशं नोपलिप्यते
आकाशं नोपलिप्यते
सर्वत्रावस्थितो देहे
सर्वत्रावस्थितो देहे
तथात्मानोपलिप्यते
आत्मानोपलिप्यते
यथा सर्वगतं सौक्ष्म्यात्
तथा सर्वगतं सौक्ष्म्यात्
आकाशं नोपलिप्यते
आकाशं नोपलिप्यते
सर्वत्रावस्थितो देहे
सर्वत्रावस्थितो देहे
तथात्मानोपलिप्यते।
तथात्मानोपलिप्यते
So Sri Krishna is concluding from 26 onwards. He has been summarizing various aspects of the Jiveshwara Ikyam. So here, look at this. He's giving another example. Two examples are being given. Examples for what? Examples for Atma, Purusha. And previously, what did we see? Previous Shloka 31. Sharirasthopi kaunteya na karoti na lipyate. Even though very much present in the Sharirasthopi, very much present, still na lipyate, unaffected by everything that's going on. Too much is going on, we say. Too much is going on. Despite too much going on, still Atma is unaffected. Atma is very much there and unaffected, and that Atma is me, right? So, Swamiji gives the example of Titanic movie. I think he's either seen the movie or heard about the movie or something. He gives that example. Paramartha, Titanic. You're watching the Titanic movie. But guess what? After the movie, the screen is still dry, and there are no fire engines and all these things waiting outside, and there's nothing. It's all fine. People just go away. And so what happened? So much water, so much crying. Water not only on the screen, water on the face also. The face water is different. That people become wet. But that water, ship is sinking, this and that, and storm and whatnot. Nothing. The screen is totally unaffected. Like that he gives. And he also gave other example of this lack house. Laksha. It's a Laksha Bhavanam, right?
Lakshagraha.
Laksha.
Laksha Bhavanam.
So Laksha, both are okay. Both refer to lack only. Laksha Bhavanam, Laksha Bhavanam, both okay. In Sanskrit, both are okay. And so that Bhavanam. So they're a little different. They're, of course, movie means good example. The lack thing was burning. You saw the Mahabharata movie, latest release. See, Mahabharata latest release, I'm sure people will watch it. Even though you can't say, oh, Mahabharata. Nobody will say, oh, Mahabharata. They will say, what? I need to watch. Correct? Part 1, part 2, part 3, we will all watch it. Because that's how Mahabharata is. Ramayana and Mahabharata will not leave us. And so the lakh house is burning, but nothing more. Screen is not even not burning. It's not even hot. At least a little bit it must be hot, right? So much burning has happened. Not hot. So like that, this Atma is like that. And so different order of reality here, different order of reality. And so Atma is all pervasive. It's not like Atma is watching, like I'm watching the movie, like it's far away, right? Back seat. In India, this back seat rows are all supposed to be expensive seats. Then ultimately, balcony seats are supposed to be very expensive. In America, it's not like that. People like to sit in the front or something. I don't know. The psychology is very different. And so I found something strange. It's a back seat, very far away. And still, there, that possibility is there. But here, Atma is not far away and watching. It's very much there. All pervading. Sharirasthopi, kaunteya. So still, all pervasive, yet uninvolved, yet asangaha. This is the beauty of Atma. And so in English, they use the word immanent, means all pervasive, immanent, and transcendent. These words they use. We don't use it in our classes much because it can give some meaning. Transcendent means we may put a distance. Distance may come, and so or some denial may come, or some other ideas can come. That's why we don't use that word. But in books, they use this word immanent and transcendent. That is, those are the words they use. But here we say antaryami, adhishtanam, and at the same time, asangam, asangatvam. Okay, like that we use those words. Anyway, here Krishna gives an example in this shloka. Okay. Akasham. Look at that word. Underline that word Akasham. That is the one he's giving here. And then in the next shloka, he will give another example. He gives the example of light. Prakashayati, he's going to say. Prakashayati. So illumines. So that shloka, light is the example. Here Akasha is the example. Akasha means space. So Akasha, we've been giving this example, right? Like space, we say. Atma is like space. How is Atma like space? Many similar attributes, many similar attributes. And Akashaha Ekaha. Ekaha, just one. There's no second Akasha. All Akasha is all just one. Huge, all pervasive. Huge is also what a word it is. And it's entire universe. Akasha is as big as the universe. Our universe is as big as space. Something like that. You can't even say that. So, Ekameva Advitiyam, right? Space. Then, all pervasiveness. Sarva Vyapakatvam. It's all pervasive. It's there everywhere. Previously, they said space is emptiness. Wherever it's empty, only you can go, right? Something can be there. Some object can be there. No, it's not empty. Even science has said it's not empty. Then, because of that, it is achalaha. Achalaha. Achalaha means unmoving. Acharaha, achalaha, all same meaning. Unmoving. Because where can the all pervasive move? You know? So where is space? Not. Therefore, achalaha, achalatvam is there. Then nirvikaratvam. No modification at all. No modification. Nirgunatvam. No attributes. Because there are no attributes, it can't modify also. No attribute. What attributes can be there? In fact, you can't see it. Really, you can't see space. You can't smell it. You can't taste it, etc. Okay. Okay. Shabda guna they attribute. Shabda guna, right? Akasha. Shabda guna is there. But it's therefore it is not perceivable at all. If the sound were not there, it's not perceivable. Okay? And therefore it is nirgunatvam, then savikaratvam. Even if you say, if you take out the attribute of nirgunatvam, savikaratvam is not there. Nirvikaratvam. Nirvikaratvam. Okay? Because there also no modification. Then Niravayavatvam, Niravayava, or Akhandatvam, both are identical. Means it is partless. It can be huge, but it can be made of many parts. Universe is huge. Universe is the word. Beyond universe, there is nothing. Everything that is there is called universe. Jagat. It's full of parts. You can just categorize the whole universe. Living, non-living, outer space, Earth, solar system, this, that, and then within Earth, water, everything, oceans, this, that, and then finally come here. It's all variety. It's called avayava. Parts means avayava. No, it's partless means niravayavaha. So niravayavatvam or akhandatvam, both are identical. And then asangatvam is there. Asangatvam. Space is unaffected. Even though without space, there is nothing. The life can't be imagined. And yet, space is unaffected. You can't say space is polluted. You have to say what? You have to say air is polluted. Atmosphere is polluted. That's all you can say. Not space. Space cannot be polluted. And so, asangatvam is there. And therefore, and also space accommodates everything. Space never says no. Never says no. Always accommodates. And so, that is what? Adhara. Space is the adhara for the entire jagat. Whatever comes and goes, space is saying, come on. No problem. I can take it. Okay? That's why. Avakasha Pradatru means accommodating. Okay. So Sarva Adharat Vishwadharam Gagana Sadrisham. Vishwadharam Gagana Sadrisham. Meghavarnam Shubhangam. Like that. Vishnu Sahasranam. Jnana Shloka. Vishwadharam. Okay. Vishnu is Vishwa Adhara. Vishwasya Adhara. Like what? Gagana Sadrisham. Like space. There itself in that shloka it is there. Like space. So that's Sarva Bharat.
Guruji, can you please repeat Achala, Nirvikar, those characteristics?
I'll repeat once again. Let's finish this. Sukshmatvam. Last one is Sukshmatvam. Right? Sukshmatvam is what? Subtle. Subtle, which we already said. Because you can't really, it's not perceivable. Akasha is not perceivable. You're looking for something. It's not. Even hearing, even though Vedanta says Shabda Guna Akasha has, you don't know. Sound travels, you say, but Akasha is not visible. It's not visible. Unless somebody teaches us, we won't know. And so, Sukshma. Sukshma means it has no gunas, therefore, can't really put your finger on Akasha. That's why science also has trouble with Akasha all the time. Space. They keep changing their ideas. Non-existent, then space exists, then space is curved, then space is expanding. Like this, they keep on providing some theories. Which is good. Let them be busy with that. And so, therefore, we listed a lot. What are the things? Let me repeat. Ekaha. Okay? I'm not going to explain it. Ekaha. Sarva vyapakatvam or ekatvam. Sarva vyapakatvam. Achalatvam. Nirvikaratvam. Nirgunatvam. Akhandatvam. Asangatvam. Sarvadharatvam. Sukshmatvam. Okay? All related, of course. All related. Okay? All right. So, these are the attributes of Akasha, of which Krishna is going to highlight what? Sarvagatam. Sarvagatam. So, Sarva Vyapakatvam is going to be highlighted. Right? Then, Saukshmya. Saukshmyam. Sukshma Bhavaha is called Saukshmyam in Sanskrit. So, Sukshmatvam is going to be highlighted. Then what? Sarvatra we saw. Then, Na Upalipyate. Na Upalipyate. Asangatvam is going to be highlighted. Right? These three are, we can see these three here. Okay? And you must be aware of, okay, so many similarities are there. Is there any difference at all between Atma and Akasha? If there is no difference, then Akasha is equal to Atma. Must be aware. Is there any difference or not? Right? What is the difference?
Chetana.
Shanti, one second. Tell me.
Oh, I have to say. Sound, Guruji.
Sound. Okay. All right. So it has the attribute of sound. All right. So, okay. Anything else?
But Guruji, that is not correct. No? Akasha doesn't make sound. It allows sound to travel.
Yeah. So that is why we are a little.
Yeah. Okay. Fine.
So see, Akasha has the attribute of sound. If you say, it should be constantly there. Sound should be there constantly because Akasha is there everywhere.
No,
Correct?
the echoing, because it allows the sound to, we can hear because of.
Yeah, allowing is fine. So even solids will allow sound. Sound is allowed by everything. Okay, and so generally we
it is dependent on Atma, right? Like the pot dependent on the clay.
So how do you say that? How do you?
It is Anatma.
Okay, Akasha is Anatma, dependent on consciousness. And therefore, Akasha is?
Jadam, can we say?
Jadam. Akasha is Jadam. Anything that is dependent on
Yes.
Atma is Jadam.
Mithya.
Mithya. Akasha is Mithya. That much that we'll know only after studying Vedanta, correct? Because of our years of study, we can easily say that. Otherwise, it's difficult. What is Jadam and Achetan? We can say non-living, but even that is not accurate description. Living is okay. All right. So that difference, Jadam, Achetan. Akasha is Jadam, Atma is Chetanam. Chetanam, Achetanam. Okay, that we have to remember. All right. So now let's look at the shloka. Yatha sarvagatam saukshmyat akasham nopalipyate. Verb is upalipyate. Upalipyate, na upalipyate. Not affected. Nothing sticks to Akasha. That is the main. Akasha is there everywhere, but unaffected. Totally unaffected. Akasham na upalipyate. Okay. And what kind of Akasha is this? Sarvagatam Akasham. Sarvagatam, all pervasive. Saukshmyam Akasham. Because it is Saukshmyat, he says. Panchami. Saukshmyat. Because this all-pervasive Akasha, all-pervasive Akasha need not be unaffected. It can be affected. But no, Saukshmyat, because it is subtle. Because very subtle. Very subtle means free from attributes. And therefore, na upalipyate. Just like the all-pervading space. Na sambadhyate. Shankaracharya says, na sambadhyate. Nothing sticks to it. Nothing can bind Akasha. Akasha can never say, I feel claustrophobic. I feel jailed. You people, your rooms, your buildings are becoming smaller and smaller. Your houses, you used to live in big houses. Now you're all living in small houses, matchbox-like houses. And too many people on earth. So I feel a little claustrophobic. No, can't say that, right? And so, Shankaracharya says, sambadhyate, na sambadhyate. And then saukshmyat, sukshma bhavat, because of it being subtle. And we saw the word sukshma once before in this chapter. And that would be 16th shloka. Look up that. Bahirantascha bhutanam acharam charamevacha sukshmatvat tadavijneyam durastham chantike chatat. Right? So sukshmatvat, same thing here also. Saukshmyat. There sukshma referring to Atma. Durastham cha antike chatat. So it's far, yet it is very near, etc. That we saw in 16th shloka. All right. Then sarvatra avasthitaha dehe tatha atma na upalipyate. So yatha. Now we should bring the word yatha. Just as Akasha is unaffected, is asangaha. Tatha, the word tatha is there in the second line. Tatha atma na upalipyate. So also Atma. Atma also is asangaha, unaffected. Na sambadhyate. Okay. And what kind of Atma is this? Sarvatra avasthitaha dehi. Sarvatra, dehe means in one body. And because the word sarvatra comes, it means in all bodies. Sarveshu deheshu ityarthaha. Sarveshu deheshu. In all bodies, Atma is there. That same Atma is there in all bodies. Okay. And sarvatra avasthitaha. Present. Atma being present in all bodies. Everywhere. Atma being everywhere is unaffected. Like space is unaffected. And in the previous shloka also we saw Sharirasthopi kaunteya na karoti na lipyate. Here sarvastra avasthito dehe. Like that. Okay, so this is the example. Like space, Akasha is like, Atma is like space, being unaffected, all pervasive, and Saukshmyat, being subtle. Akasha, Atma is unaffected. Okay, Tatha Atma na upalipyate. Let's see the translation of the sloka. Just as the all-pervading space is not affected, just as the all-pervading space is not affected due to its subtlety or due to its being subtle, either one is fine. Due to its being subtle, let's say that. Okay, due to its being subtle, comma, so also, comma, the self which is present in everybody, the self which is present in everybody is not affected. The self which is present in everybody is not affected. Just as the all-pervading space is not affected due to its being subtle, so also the self which is present in everybody is not affected. Now, the example of prakasha, light. Let's read that. Yatha prakashayatyekah
यथा प्रकाशयत् एतः
kritsnam lokamimam ravihi
कृत्स्नं लोकमिमं रविः
kshetram kshetri tatha kritsnam
क्षेत्रं क्षेत्री तथा कृत्स्नं
prakashayati bharata
प्रकाशयति भारत
yatha prakashayatyekah
यथा प्रकाशयत् एकः
kritsnam lokamimam ravihi
कृत्स्नं लोकमिमं रविः
kshetram kshetri tatha kritsnam
क्षेत्रं क्षेत्री तथा कृत्स्नं
prakashayati bharata.
प्रकाशयति भारत.
Yeah. Once again, yatha tatha. Just as, so also. Likewise. That's what is being said. So what is that? Yatha ravihi prakashayati. That is the main sentence there. Yatha ravihi prakashayati. Just as Ravi illumines. Ravi illumines. And here we have to be a little careful. If you translate Ravi as sun, then the all-pervasiveness will go away because sun is not all-pervasive. Sun is there very, very far away, in fact, very far away, 93 million miles. And so there is no chance. You can't even say sun is all-pervasive. You better use the example of light, just prakasha. Light is all-pervasive. Sunlight is everywhere. There's no place where the sunlight is not there in this solar system. Okay? Even Pluto, so far away also, the sun's light is present. Okay? Therefore, that is the way to take this prakasha. So, yatha ravihi prakashayati, just as the sunlight illumines, okay, is a better way to see. Even if we translate it as sun, you should remember it's sunlight. Okay, and then what kind of sunlight is that? It is ekaha. It's eka, just one. There's only one sun, one sunlight. Okay, ekaha. Being just one, who does the sunlight or what does the sunlight illumine? Lokam. Imam lokam. Imam lokam. This world, the world that you and I know of, which is a bhuloka, not the entire universe, because this is an example, right? So example means always it's finite. So imam lokam, this world, this bhuloka, and what kind of world it is? Kritsnam lokam. Entire world. Not part of the world, entire world. Okay. So because Sariratra avastitopi, sarvatra dehi, everywhere, all body, right? They're not part of the world, entire world, okay? Just like the sunlight illumines the entire world, okay? And so it must, sunlight also has, it is all pervasive also, right? And sarva, you can go through that list, ekaha, sarva vyapakatvam, right? Achalatvam, everything is there for sunlight. Nirvikaratvam is there or not for sunlight? Yeah, it is there. Akhandatvam, Niravayavatvam is there or not? Akhandatvam is there. Does sunlight have parts? No, it can't have parts because then what happens? Venkataramanji said there's no power, so I can't attend the class. So you can just go next door and cut a little bit. Like when we used to, we were studying, neighbors used to say, okay, I don't have this turmeric, I don't have this, I don't have that. We used to borrow, constantly these boxes are going this way and that way. These bachelor men are just totally disorganized. It's just moving back, and the 6 o'clock onwards, a lot of traffic is there between these apartments. So like that, Venkataramanji could have borrowed some light. Let's take some. No, he can't borrow like that. Why? Because Akhandatvam is there. And if it is not there, it's not there. That's it. Can't cut. It's partless. And then Asangaha also. Like, okay? And Asangaha. You can't, no attributes are there. Okay, no attributes. Therefore, Asanga, Sarvadhara, etc. Okay, all right. Then Prakashayati, that light illumines. All right, light illumines we can understand. So also, okay, Krishnam imam lokam illumines the entire earth. All right, and see, even though light is attributeless, okay. Ashabdam, let's do this. Ashabdam, can't hear light. Asparshan, you can't touch light. Or can you touch light? You have to think about it. You have to do an experiment. Okay, Ashabdam, Asparsham, Arupam. Rupam means it is not perceivable. It has no form. Rupam, no form. Is light perceivable? Can you see light? No, this is a trick question.
I can put my hand.
You can only see what light illuminates.
You can only see what light illuminates. That is why space is dark. People who go in the rocket and all, they go to space, they say it's all dark out there. Even though they are getting closer to sun. In fact, they are the ones who should be brighter there, you think. But no, it's not bright there. It's pretty dark because nothing to reflect. And even atmosphere, that atmosphere also is not there. The dust is, you need the dust to reflect the light, right? All that is not there. Very rare atmosphere, means just vacuum. And so you can't see. Light is also a very strange idea. They might be able to see a small, that sun they can see. Because I think the eyes can pick up the light. But even though light is there everywhere, unless it's reflected, you can't see. All right. So from that perspective, it is arupam, and it is, of course, agandham, arasam, etc. You can't taste it. You can't smell it. All right. So the light example comes in Kathopanishad. We saw it. Just make a note of it. 1.3.15. Those of us who've been in the class. Ashabdamasparsham arupam avyayam. Tatharasam nityam agandhavachayat. Not the prakasha, but here the ashabdam part. This you know, right? Anadyantam mahataf param dhruvam. Vichayatan mrityumakat pramuchyate. That we saw for Atma. Definition of Atma was there. Okay. So why we said this is, just because light is ashabdam asparsham, etc., you can't say light does not exist. Something that doesn't have any guna need not exist, non-existent. Yeah, that's why Buddhists say non-existent, shunyatvam, doesn't exist. Yeah. We say the opposite. Existent also can be like that. Ashabdam, sparsham, etc. So just like light exists, so also tatha. Look at that. Tatha. Tatha what? Prakashayati. Tatha something prakashayati. What prakashayati? Kshetri prakashayati. Kshetri is the subject, correct? Kshetri. Like that also, this kshetri. Kshetri is that which is there in the kshetra. Kshetramasya asti iti kshetri. And so, the kshetrajnaha, we've seen that word before. So, kshetri is equal to kshetrajnaha. These types of words we have experienced. Dehi nityamavadhyoyam. Dehi. They have body. Dehi means what? Dehi is the one that's indwelling the body, that is there inside the body. The owner of the Deha is called Dehi. Okay? Shariri. Shariram is there. Shariri. All these words are important. That's why this in our stories we have Ashariri came. Ashariri came. There are some words that said, to this Kamsa who was ready to kill the eighth baby. Ashariri came. Some sounds were heard. You idiot. You're
Asharira Vani.
yeah, Asharira Vani. And that person, that entity is called Ashariri. One who does not have a Sharira is an Ashariri. Right? Ashariri. So all these are called Ashariris. So the sound only you can just
times
hear.
he heard that.
Huh?
2 times he heard that Ashariri.
2 times he heard.
The
So
first
that's
time when he was taking the Devaki along with her to her bridegroom's house, at that time he heard. That time also only he was trying to kill her.
right.
And
2 times.
Vasudeva pacified him.
Correct. So that is called Ashariri. So why I said all this is because this Kshetri word is there. So we are familiar with that form, the word form there. So like Shariri, Dehi, etc. Stop. And so Kshetri, Kshetrajnam, Prakashayati, illumines. And how does Kshetri illumine? Light illumines, I can understand. But Kshetri, how does Kshetri illumine? Atma is illumining the body. If somebody says, how are you going to understand? That is because Atma is what makes me aware of the entire universe. Awareness, consciousness. Atma is what makes me conscious of the entire universe. Otherwise, there won't be any entity in the universe to say that there is a universe. Okay, to say that I exist, to say that there is something, Jagat is there, that consciousness has to be there. That consciousness. Okay. And of course, consciousness is there in the rocks also, but it is not manifest enough for the rock to say, I am a rock. Okay, I've been living here a million years. You just came recently, only 20 years ago you came. And you are saying, oh, this, that. I also have a lot of stories to say. Like that, the rock can say, but it's unable to say that, right? So therefore,
Like we use the word shed some light on it. That
which
phrase.
word?
Like we use the phrase shed some light on it.
Shed some light. Okay.
That is what you said, right? Like illuminate something.
Yeah. Shed some light means, yeah, something that's not clear to me, that's new to me,
Uncover.
that I want to know more. So help me discover, remove that cover, shed some light so that the cover is gone. Yeah. So here it is, here, Kshetri. So that consciousness is there, which we have ignored all along. Right? Because the Prakriti, we got carried away by Prakriti. And so that is why Navaratri is important. Navaratri is a time when we appreciate Prakriti and say, you know what? Prakriti and Purusha. I need to, through Prakriti, I have to go to Purusha. She is the gatekeeper. We have to salute her. Only then she'll say, okay, come, I'll take you to Purusha. Correct? So that's why we have to do that. So, Kshetri, Ekaha Kshetri, you can even bring Ekaha. What is that Ekaha before? Yeah. Yatha Prakashayati Ekaha Ravihi. The Ravi is only one. So here also, Kshetri also is Ekaha. One Kshetri, one Kshetrajna. Okay. Only one. Suppose there are two Atmas. Then what happens? Then what happens? We have a problem. Suppose you say there are two Atmas. I am one Atma and there is another Atma. Suppose I say, then what I call as Atma has become an Atma. Because I have objectified Atma. It's finitized. It's localized. And so anything that's localized is finite, which is an object, objectified by me, and therefore it becomes anatma. That is why when I say God is in heaven, poor God, he was all pervasive. Suddenly I put him in heaven. It's enough, don't come here. Just don't bother us. Give us some privacy, okay? You stay where you are. What have I done? This Paramatma I have converted into Anatma. Anatma.
Paroksha.
We have made him as an object.
We made him as an object. He's become an object. That's it. Object means Anatma. And therefore, that is the Ekaha Kshetri. Even Ishvara is Kshetri. Kshetrajnam chapi mam viddhi. Sarva Kshetreshu Bharata. Kshetrajna, that you are Kshetrajna, I am also Kshetrajna. Mam viddhi. Like that he mentioned earlier in the chapter. And so, Paroksha Ishvara is Anatma. Ishvara has to be Aparoksham. Right? Therefore, and here also Krishna is borrowing from Kathopanishad. We are going to see it. Surya 2:11, you may want to make it 2.2.11. Suryo yatha sarvalokasya chakshuhu, like that here. Just like the sun is the eye of the entire universe, like that. Yama is going to mention.
Guruji, even this this 15. Natatra Suryo Bhati na Chandra Tarakam.
Okay.
Ema Vidyuto Bhanti Kuto Yamagnihi. That's Tameva Bhantam Anubhati Sarvam. Tasya
There
Bhasana
also
Sarvam
Surya
Idam
comes. There also Surya comes, and so that can be used also. Natatra Suryo Bhati comes in Mundakopanishad. Okay.
Here in Kata is there.
Kata also it is coming. Kata also it comes. Yeah. Same mantra comes in Kata. Na tatra suryo bhati, na chandra tarakam. Like that. All right.
So Nana Chidra in the Dakshinamurti Sota it is repeated there. Nana Chidra Kathote. Tameva Bhantam Anubhati Sarvam.
Correct. Correct. Like a lamp placed in a pot with 5 holes, 5 apertures. Like that, there is a beautiful imagery. So yeah, that's Surya, that light, so important. That is Atma. Okay. All right. So here in the shloka, that's all there is. And yatha kshetram tata kritsnam. Kritsnam prakashayati bharat. So the word kritsnam is there. Everything. Kritsnam here means everything. Like that light, Kshetri also illumines the entire Jagat. Kritsnam Jagat within brackets, you can say. So let's look at the translation. Just as one sun illumines the entire world, just as one sun illumines the entire world, so also does the Kshetrajna. So also does the Kshetrajna illumine the entire kshetram. So also, does the kshetrajna illumine the entire kshetram? Arjuna. Just as one sun illumines the entire world, so also does the kshetrajna illumine the entire kshetram, Arjuna. Okay. Let's chant the next shloka, last shloka of the chapter. क्षेत्रक्षेत्रज्ञयोरेवम्
क्षेत्रक्षेत्रज्ञयोरेवम्
अन्तरं ज्ञानचक्षुषा
अन्तरं ज्ञानचक्षुषा
भूतप्रकृतिमोक्षं च
भूतप्रकृतिमोक्षं च
ये विदुर्यान्ति ते परम्
ये विदुर्यान्ति ते परम्
क्षेत्रक्षेत्रज्ञयोरेवम्
क्षेत्रक्षेत्रज्ञयोरेवम्
अन्तरं ज्ञानचक्षुषा
अन्तरं ज्ञानचक्षुषा
भूतप्रकृतिमोक्षं च
भूतप्रकृतिमोक्षं च
ये विदुर्यान्ति ते परम्
ये विदुर्यान्ति ते परम्.
So Krishna is summarizing. He is saying, Te param yanti. Last words. Te param yanti. They gain the limitless, infinite. Okay. So this is why they say, a guy who is after money is never going to be satisfied because there is no such thing as enough money. Nothing is enough, really speak. Is enough is just a mirage. There is no such thing called enough. Everybody can do better with more. And so nobody is going to say no to more. And so, but then that's because that I can't be happy without more. Why? And why do I want more? Because I know I can get more. Well, I know I can get more is okay, but you are more. Okay, you are more. You are infinite, and therefore, you until you get to that infinite, you have to keep on searching. Okay? So they param yanti. They gain the limitless. Okay, who gain the limitless? Okay, ye jo log, ye viduhu, ye viduhu. We are coming from the last, right? Last part of the shloka. Ye viduhu, fourth part. Those who know. Those who know. Now, those who know. The rest of the shloka will tell us what is it that they know, right? Okay. Kshetrajnayoho evam antaram viduhu. Viduhu, you keep that verb. Okay. What do they know? Kshetrajnayoho antaram. Antaram means bhinnam, bhedam, vibhagam, right? This chapter is called what? Kshetrajna vibhaga yoga. So that antaram means vibhagam. The difference between kshetra and kshetrajna, the difference between atma and anatma, the difference between dehi and deha, all this I have to know. In what way I should know? Evam. In the manner that I've been teaching you, Arjuna, the manner I've been teaching you, we are now in the 13th chapter. And so we've talked about Atma. Jiva we talked about in the first 6 chapters. Then Ishvara in the next 6 chapters. Now we are in the 13th chapter, beginning of Jiveshwara Aikya. Aikya Padam. So by now you should be ready to hear that Jiva is equal to Ishvara by knowing the difference and then the non-difference. Atma and Atma difference has to be understood. In what way it should be understood? Atma Satyam, Anatma Mithya. Brahma Satyam Jagan Mithya. Like that we must have heard. Brahma Satyam Jagan Mithya. Okay.
Brahma Jiva Napara.
Jiva Brahmaiva Naparaha.
Jiva Brahmaiva Naparaha. Brahma Satyam Jagan Mithya. Jivo Brahmaiva Naparaha. Don't. You are the infinite. Brahma. Don't. While here you're here, make sure you understand this. Because if I don't get it, then the loss is infinite. The loss is infinite. Otherwise, I'll be just a Pashu. Pashureva Devanam. Upanishad says that. Pashu. I'm just like an animal. Just like I use animals for my benefit. Dog is simply wagging its tail and coming at me. Like that, I am wagging my tail and coming at the Devas, it seems. That's how bad it is. It's a very curious example they give. And so, but that's how it is. Okay. And so, that's why Devatas, they want us to keep doing our puja, prarthana, upasana. Because they need it, it seems. And then the minute we say Vedanta, oh, this guy, okay, let's give him some vigna, some difficulties we have to give. And once they give vignas, then we go after Ganesha, Vigneshwara, right? So Vigneshwara gets our salute.
Urvashi and Menaka comes in.
Huh?
Urvashi and Menaka comes in.
Urvashi and Menaka come. Okay. All right. So that antaram kshetrajnayoho evam antaram. And how am I going to figure this out? There is only one way. Only one way. Jnana chakshusha. By the eyes, chakshusha, he says. Very interesting. Chakshu means eye. That's it. Literally, it means eye. Because, he's used the word pashyati. Yaf pashyati sa pashyati. So many times. Pashyati means seeing. Seeing means eyes. And so maybe that's why Krishna is using the word chakshusha. You have to use the eyes to see. But here, this is a different kind of eye. It's the third eye. Okay, third eye. And it's called a jnana chakshu. Jnana chakshu, right? Jnana chakshusha. Like that is it. It means by the eye of knowledge. That's the meaning of that. That's the only way to know this. Why are you bringing this jnanam again and again? Some allowance you should be. Hinduism is a broad thing. You can't be fanatic about all this. Bhakti is there. So many yogas are there. We say all the yogas are important. Yes, please follow all the yogas. Everything is important. Everything is meant for me to gain that antakarana shuddhi. So I can know I am the whole. You can't become anything. At least if you can become something, then you can do so many things. All yogas are useful, so I can become something. But you can't become the whole. Finite cannot become infinite. It's not possible. Finite can change into another finite form. That can happen by karma. Karmana na mokshaha. What does he say? Shankaracharya says in Viveka Chudamani. He says,
Chittasya suddhaya karma.
Chittasya shuddhaye karma natu vastupalabdhaye. Karma, yes, karma is useful. What karma can do, nothing can do. Knowledge can't do. You can't say, I know how to make good sambar. You know what I'll do next? If you say that, come, you are welcome to my place. Please come. I'll open the entire kitchen for you. Because your knowledge of sambar doesn't help me. You make the sambar, only then that will help me, right? So, chittasya shuddhaye karma. Karma is useful for chitta shuddhihi. And jnanam cannot give chitta shuddhi. Jnanam can make me do some karma, which then gives me chitta shuddhi, correct? Okay. Once I am exposed to the Shastram, then I say, oh my God, there's so much here. And so I've been taking a lot of things lightly. And so I'm going to do some parayanam and all that. So, chittasya shuddhaye karma, natu vastu palabdhaye. Not for gaining Brahma. Vastu means Brahma. Brahma prapti, karma cannot help. Why? Because you are already Brahma. There is a question of getting Brahma. Then what? Vastu Siddhir Vicharena. That Vastu Siddhi can happen only through Vichara. Vichara. Because why? Because the mind is given. We can't say, I can't think and all that. You can't say. And so, na kinchit karma koti bihi. That Vastu Siddhi cannot happen. Even after many, many janmas, koti janmas of karma. Like that, Shankaracharya says that. So anyway, jnana chakshusha, therefore. And then what? Jnana chakshusha viduhu. What else do they know? Bhuta prakriti moksham cha. This moksha, you have to be very careful. Okay. Yanti means prapnuvanti, gain. They gain. They gain moksha. Correct? That sounds very correct. They gain moksha, obviously. But param yanti. Better to take param yanti. Because here the moksha word does not refer to the moksha that you are thinking. Okay. Here moksham means bhuta prakriti moksham cha. The unreality of bhuta prakriti, the mithyatvam, moksham here is mithyatvam. Bhuta prakriti mithyatvam. This entire jagat, which is pancha bhutani, which is all pancha bhuta. Bhuta bhava, jagat, okay. That entire jagat is prakriti. It's a prakriti bhava. It's a modification of prakriti, which is mithya, which is all mithya. The entire jagat is mithya. We said pot is mithya. Yeah, pot is mithya, we said. But I didn't want you to just think of pot as mithya. Everything else is satyam. No. Pot is mithya, and like that, every object is mithya only. And so, bhuta prakriti moksham. Okay. That viduhu. Bhuta prakriti moksham viduhu. Ye viduhu. Those who understand that this entire world is mithya, not non-existent. Mithya is not non-existent. It does exist. Mithya is not delusion. Mithya is not illusion. No. Illusion. If somebody says mithya is an illusion, just take the spot and then hit him on his head. Yeah. Mithya, it is all illusion. He cries, and then you say, what? Crying is also illusion only. And let us see how he responds. Okay. These illusion people need a shock treatment. Okay. That's a shock treatment you should give them. All right. So that mithyatvam, they know how to negate. They see that it doesn't have an independent existence. What does not have an independent existence? But it's claiming as though it's somebody. And this claim. Okay, vyavaharika, okay. But paramarthically, if I can use that word, you are nothing, my dear pot. You depend on clay for your existence. That everything, the entire jagat depends on Brahma. Brahma Satyam Jagan Mithya. Like that, those who know, they param yanti. They gain param. Purnatvam. They get purnam. Purnamadaha. Purnamidam. Purnamadaha. Ishvara is purnam. Purnam idam. Purnamada. Purnamadaha. Purnavidam. Idam. Idam jagat also is purnam. Idam. Ahamapi purnam. Constantly looking out there and say, God is full. No, God is full is fine. That is of no use to me, my dear friend. What about me? I am the center of my world. I am the struggling being. So you talk about me. What is the use of talking about God all the time? God is there, fine. So Purnamadaha Purnamidam. Purnat Purnamudachyate. From that Purnam Ishvara, this Purnam Jiva has also come. Purnat Purnamudachyate. Purnasya Purnamadaya. When you take the Purnam away from Ishvara, why I took Purnam away from Ishvara? Because I am Purnam, I came from Ishvara. Therefore, I took the Purnam away from Ishvara. Then what remains? Oh my God, you've removed God altogether. God has become non-existent. No, Purnameva avashishyate. What remains is Purnam, avashishyate Purnam. Take Purnam away from Purnam, Purnam only will remain. Like that. Yanti, te param yanti. Correct? They are Jivan Muktaha. So let's translate the shloka. Those who know the distinction between Kshetra and Kshetrajna. Those who know the distinction between Kshetram and Kshetrajna in this manner. Through the eye of wisdom, eye of knowledge is better. Let's not use the word wisdom. Through the eye of knowledge. And know the freedom from Prakriti. And know the freedom from Prakriti. So moksha is freedom, no doubt, but this is a different kind of freedom. Freedom from Prakriti. Comma, which is the cause of beings, or Prakriti, the cause of beings, comma, they attain the ultimate end. They attain the ultimate end. Okay. Those who know the distinction between the Kshetra and Kshetrajna in this manner, through the eye of knowledge, and know the freedom from Prakriti, comma, the cause of the beings, comma, they attain the ultimate end. So let's chant the final one together. No need to unmute anybody. Om Tat Sat iti Srimad Bhagavad Gitasu Upanishatsu Brahma Vidyayam Yoga Shastre Shri Krishna Arjuna Samvade Kshetra Kshetrajna Vibhaga Yogo Nama Trayodashodhyayaha. Iti Trayodashodhyayaha Samaptaha. Okay, Samaptaha within brackets you have to say. Iti, that iti also means Samaptaha. Thus, the 13th chapter ends. And what is this 13th chapter? Kshetra Kshetrajna Vibhaga Yogo Nama. The chapter titled as Kshetra Kshetrajna Vibhaga or Vibhaga Yoga. No, yoga here means title, right? Kshetra Kshetrajna Vibhaga being the title name. Yeah, or you can take Vibhaga Yoga. The subject which has a name of the topic of Kshetra Kshetra Vibhaga Yoga. Vibhaga. That is the way to say it. Okay. Then, what about this chapter? And where is this occurring? Srimad Bhagavad Gita Su. It's occurring in this Srimad Bhagavad Gita, which has the same message as Upanishad. Therefore, Upanishad Su, because Gita is Panchamo Veda, Therefore, Upanishad Su. And what kind of topics is it talking about? I know, and it is all right. What kind of topics? Brahma Vidyayam Yoga Shastre. Okay, it has a topic of Brahma Vidya, and to prepare ourselves for Brahma Vidya, we need Yoga Shastra. We need yoga, and therefore preparation, disciplines, attitude, values. Okay, here also values. Aman, Itsamadam, Vittam, Visa. So all the values are all Yoga Shastra, not Brahma Vidya. Yoga Shastra. So, which has these two topics. And it happened as a dialogue between Krishna and Arjuna, Sri Krishna Arjuna Samvade. And that chapter is concluded. Samaptaha, Samyak Aptaha is concluded well, has been studied well. Okay, that's the idea here. Samaptaha. Om Tat Sat. Om. That Ishvara is everything. Tat Sat. And that is the Satyam. Atma Satyam, Brahma Satyam iti. With this chapter 13 concludes. We will in the next class look at a summary of the entire chapter. Om Apadamapahartaram Dataram Sarvasampadam Lokabhiramam Shriramam Bhuyo Bhuyo Namamyaham. Om Apadamapahartaram Dataram Sarvasampadam Lokabhiramam Shriramam Bhuyo Bhuyo Namamyaham. Om Apadamapahartaram Dataram Sarvasampadam Lokabhiramam Shriramam Bhuyo Bhuyo Namamyaham. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು.